seems like the grass is always greener. I mean, on one hand, we spend so much time, hoping for that perfect special someone or, perfect fairy tale romance. And on the other hand, when we find someone, it might not be all that it's that you heard it was, cracked up to be. So I want to start with the former. From the musical Once Upon a Mattress, the musical adaptation of The Princess and the Pea, we have Princess Winifred, who, like any ordinary princess, has just been wanting to find that one true love, and she thinks she's found him, but she has a pretty big obstacle in the way. A very powerful and unfriendly mother-in-law. And so the young prince, Balder, after having slain the dragon Fafnir, rescued the princess Frigga, and together they mounted his horse, Trigga, and rode off to the castle of Undabar, where they were married and lived happily ever after. Well, I'm glad. They all lived happily, happily, happily ever after. The couple is happily leaving the chapel eternally tied. When the curtain descends, there is nothing but loving and laughter. When the fairy tale ends, the heroine's always a bride. Ella, the girl of the cinders, did the wash and the walls and the windows, till she landed a prince that was brawny and blue-eyed and blonde. Still, I honestly doubt that she could ever have done it without that crazy lady with the wand. Cinderella had outside help. I have no one but me. Fairy godmother, 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 where could you be? I haven't got a fairy godmother. I haven't even got a godmother. I've got a mother, plain ordinary woman. Snow White was so pretty, they tell us that the queen was insulted and jealous when the mirror declared that Snow White was the fairest of all. She was dumped at the border, but was saved by some men who adored her. Oh, I grant you, they were small, but there were 7 of them, practically a regiment. I'm alone in the night, by myself, not a dwarf, not an elf, not a goblin inside. That girl had 7 adoring little men working day and night just for her. Oh, sure, the queen gave her a poison apple. Even so, she lived happily, happily, happily ever after. A magical kiss counteracted the apple eventually. Though I know I'm not clever, I'll do what they tell me I have to. I want some happily ever after to happen to me. Rapunzel had platinum tresses that were double the length of her dresses. She was kept in a tower for years by a wicked old witch. To one night in despair down, she scrambled by letting her hair down. That's what I call quite a switch, I wonder. No, that'll never do. I'll be finished before I begin. And besides, I don't want to get out, I want to get in. I want to live happily, happily, happily ever after. I want to walk happily out of the chapel eternally tied. For I know that I'll never live happily ever after. Till after I'm a bride. And I'll live happily happy. Yes, happily happy. And thoroughly satisfied. So the happily ever after sounds pretty good, right? But what if you found what you thought was your happily ever after, and in fact you've been with him for 7 lousy years, doing everything for him, never feeling appreciated enough, and you've had it up to here. You might feel like Mabel from Jerry Herman's Mack and Mabel. Finally, when Mack said for the last time, With you or without you? She said, okay, it's gonna be without. I gotta give my life some sparkle and fizz, and think a thought that isn't wrapped up in his. The place that I consider paradise is wherever he ain't, wherever he ain't. No more to wither when he's grouchy and rough. No more to listen to him bellow